What's happening, gang? This is the New York Hardcore Chronicles live. What else would it be? What is going on? Well, I hope you're ready for an adventure today. Should be interesting. Where our guest is, I don't know. Will he show up? Who knows? We'll see. You know, I'm beyond stressing about this stuff anymore. You know, if he shows up, he shows up. If he doesn't show up, we'll bullshit for a while, and then I'll delete the stream. But he did acknowledge he knows when the show is. But you know, it's crazy world. Hey, Victoria, how you doing? Yes. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Oh my God. There you go. What's up, Ray? Down in Florida? What's going on? Anybody got anything? Let's see. Joe Frank, what's up? Johnny Rock. Hear me call in. Johnny Rock. Yeah. Hey, listen. Don't look forward too much to seeing this show. Let's just hope it happens. You know, it's hard to say. When someone's coming on the show, I try to connect with them and do a tech check. And during the tech check, I connect with the guest and kind of go through the routine, what we're going to, the format, what we're going to talk about, and go over the just kind of go over the thing. I learned a long time ago, it's a bad idea not to do a tech check. Anytime we don't do a tech check, it's a recipe for disaster. So sometimes, guys will avoid me and don't communicate properly. And this is one of those times. What's up in Nashville? In Smashville? There you go. Yeah. Who's that? You're coming up for the next show. Yep. Got it. Anyway, let's do our thing. Let's go through it. Maybe this guy will turn up. I've been so stoked for this one. I know, man. If this guy doesn't show up, you people better give him shit. That's all I could say. Been going back to the archives and just playing random shows. Great background noise while working around the house or at work. Always entertaining. Thank you. All right, the Engine Room. That's a new one. Well, thanks, the Engine Room. What have you saw that was... they're all pretty good, I guess. By the way, the last show we did with Phil from Pantera and Sean from White Zombie, that was the most viewed show we've done in a while. What's up, Syracuse, man? Represent up in Syracuse. All right, Donald. That's cool. Hey, Felipe, how are you, man? The Engine Room is spoken. Are you in the Engine Room? I know, right? Fullerton, right? Anyway, let's go through the format. Maybe this dude will show up at some point. Whatever, I'm easy. That's why I'm easy. Easy like Sunday morning. Went back and watched the Michael Graves episode. Yo, Michael Graves is one of the 3 people that made me cry on my own show. Michael Graves, listen, people say what they will about, whatever with Michael Graves and his political affiliations, but I have a little bit of a history with Michael Graves. I go back with him a long ways, and we toured together. We were on the road together, and that show really, man, that show made me cry. The other two times I cried, I think were Mike Judge made me cry. And there's one other, maybe the Biohazard. Let me ask this dude. Who else made me cry on the show, bro?
It was definitely Mike Judge was the second one. I'm trying to remember what the third one was. But that Michael Graves one was great when he did the acoustic dig up her bones at the end. Was fantastic.
Oh, it was incredible, man. That was like a big Moby. No, Moby didn't make me cry, man. Nope, not really. You know, let's. No, it wasn't Earth Crisis. No. It might have been Biohazard. Might have been Danny from Biohazard.
Maybe. I got to go back and watch.
Yeah. Oh, Max. That's it. It might have been. It was Max. He's right.
Okay,
it was Max. Yo, Max touched my heart, man. Max touched my heart. You know.
Yes, a killer episode.
Listen, Drew. What you do is killer. It is important. It is important what you do. I love it.
Igor was a great show too.
Yeah, those are my dudes, man. I
Yeah.
love those guys. Yep. Hey, I know what you're wondering. You're wondering what are the next 4 shows coming up?
I was just wondering that.
Funny you should ask. This Sunday's Riggs Ross. Chances are he'll be here. He was so excited. Then we have Flora from Maafa and the 1865 on the show, which is cool. You know, love having women on the show. You know. Then we got we're gonna have some laughs. Wednesday, April 6th is Joe Sib.
He won't make you cry, but he will make you laugh.
Joe, yeah. Speaking of laughing and crying, fuck. And then we got Matt Melnick. So that should be cool, you know. So
He'll be our second Melnick on the show. We had Monty Melnick as well.
Ooh. Now you don't get heavy on me, brother. Hey man. And then you know what? While we're here, and it could be that kind of show where we just, while we're here, how about the next 4 shows? Wednesday, April 20th, Doug Carrion from Field Day, Descendants, Cottonmouth Kings, and Dag Nasty. Then after that is the Lemoore retrospective with DJ Alex Kane. Then Carl Kennedy. Now you were psyched when we got Carl on the show.
Oh
right?
yeah, no, you're going back to old school metal right there with the rods.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
And then Sunday, May 1st was Mr. Caves. So that should be cool. You know. Hey, Kenny Clark, man, shouting out my old friend Kenny Clark. Yo, you know what I did with Kenny Clark? We had an adventure in the Glamis Desert. Where's my Glamis? Hold on, here we go. Now we're freestyling it.
Where's Glamis Desert?
Yo, Glamis is a desert. I don't even know how to explain this. Hold on. It's a desert where like utter sheer lunacy goes on in the Glamis Desert. They used to have this crazy ass get together there, and it was fucking nuts. Here we are. Here's me and my brother in the Glamis Desert shooting one of our crazy extreme sports films. Yep.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Yeah.
Nice buggy.
Glamis Desert. Yep, that's me on top.
Let
me tell you something about the desert, bro. You ready? Fuck the desert, man. All right? Yeah, there you go. Kenny Clark says, we wrecked $60,000 of buggies in 2 days. Dude, Glamis is off the hook. They I think at the time they had this. There was like this big Thanksgiving get together, and it was utter lawlessness. Like people would show up, and like it was madness. Like with a couch, and they'd like put a chain to the couch and race through the desert with people on the back of the couch, fucking drinking. Yeah, it was like so people, and I think they called an end to it because every time they did it, like there'd be like multiple fatalities.
Oh my God.
You know? Here's another shot of me and my brother, Glamis Desert.
Stones.
Yeah, it was hot, man. It fuck the desert, bro. It's miserable.
Fuck the desert.
You know, I mean, personally, I don't care. Honestly,
Right.
If they blew up every single bridge like that connecting Manhattan and sealed the tunnels and said, you can never leave Manhattan Island, I'd be like, oh, yeah, all right. Fucking cares. You know?
You'd be like the Duke of New York in Escape from New York.
Yeah. Yeah, right. I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd be like, okay, whatever. You know? So anyway, that said, one last one of my brother in the Glamis Desert. Oh, this is when, hey, Kenny Clark, isn't this your Kenny Clark isn't this your yellow Hummer that got stuck?
Huh.
Kenny Clark with the yellow Hummer in the Glamis Desert, you know?
Where is the Glamis Desert?
I think the Glamis Desert's like, it's in California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts, you know? Hey, listen. Destroy Art Inc. says, hi, Drew. Super looking forward to hearing Rikk. We manage Rick's paintings and art merch. If you want to support Rikk outside of his music and own an original, please check his work. Hey, do me a favor. Get that motherfucker on the phone and tell him the show's going on. How does that sound? And if he stands me up, he's going to be the first motherfucker that stands anyone up on this show. And I'm not going to take that lightly. So there you go. Oh, here you go. It's the Imperial Sand Dunes near Yuma. Funny you should ask. It's the Imperial Sand Dunes near Yuma. So, bro, listen, I got to shout out Destroy Art Inc., who just did a super chat. And hey, thank you for supporting the show. Get your man on the phone and tell him to get on the fucking show. All right, I'm just busting your balls. Destroy Art, and I really appreciate you. You know. So there you go. Hey, how you doing, bro?
Chilling.
Hey, you know what? Sorry, I didn't do your intro music. I'll bring you back in a couple minutes with your intro music. All right, let's do photo of the day.
Let's do it. Do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Here we go. Oh, wait, yo, you know what? Scott Earth, man. Yo, shouting out Scott Earth and Silence Equals Death. I saw them play the Litter Box in Jersey 2 nights ago, and they were good. You didn't suck. In a world of suck, you didn't. All right? So that said, photo of the day. Wrong answer. You know what? When this guy comes on the show, if he comes on today, I'm gonna bust his balls, man. All right. Wrong answers only, please. Photo of the day with Hardcore Shutterbug. Hardcore Snutterbug. You know?
This looks like a very touching duet going on.
Whoa. Is it, yo, good one right out of the bat. Is it Kamala the Ugandan giant? Is it Hootie and the Blowfish? Is it Rob Halford? Is it Prince? Speaking of Rob Halford, as we're like bullshitting down every avenue here, speaking of Rob Halford, you know the last show we did with Phil Anselmo, you know, I asked him what he's doing these days musically, and he mentioned that he wants to do some his next music or whatever is going to be a little more Rob Halford. Well, of course, Blabbermouth, who watches my show, if you're watching right now, Blabbermouth, actually, I'm okay with Blabbermouth.
They jump right on that.
And they took the quote and they made a story with it. And then every other fucking
Metal Injection took it.
Metal Injection, Revolver, they all took, the story and reposted it. Not one of these motherfuckers mentioned why he was even on my show. Blabbermouth has cut its journalism budget. They just watch this show now.
That's right.
That's fucking great, man. Is it Phil Anselmo? Is it Elvis? It's you. Garth Burton, what's up? Yo, Garth Burton sings in the Beastie Boys tribute band Posse in Effect. We love that.
A7 veterans right there.
Yep. What else? Photo of the day. Here's another one. Here's another photo of the day. Photo of the day number 2. Here we go. Boom. Photo of the day.
There he is.
Ryan Bland. Ryan, is it Hootie and the Blowfish? Someone said it already, bro. Yeah, I saw the video of Marauder heading to Europe that Rick Lopez posted. And man, I look pissed off. And I don't remember what was going on there. But managing Marauder back then was quite a task, Hey, just tell us what this is, man, so I can show the other pictures.
All right. Well, you're looking at the man right there, Jimmy Hazel. This was, and previous to that was, of course, the birthday boy, Ryan Bland. This is from Sunday's Back to the New York Hardcore Roots music series at Barry Electric. And it was glorious. We had 24/7 Spies. We had Ache. We had Neighborhood Shit. We had Serial Poets. And we had Iconicide. And it was the best day. It was so much fun. Everybody had a great time. All the bands killed it. And, man, 24/7 Spies, though. What an amount of sound that comes out of three guys, man. Holy crap. They really, what a great show. Everybody, every band really brought it. And it was a blast.
It was a great day down on the Bowery. Here's a couple of shots that you took. Here's one of
Larry Kelly. What's up?
Here's Hags and Rat Bones. You know,
yes.
You know what's cool about the shows? People come to just hang out. You know, and it's a good hangout. People come and
Rat Bones actually watched. It was inside.
Rat Bones, you know, because things are wide open now. We'll talk to Rat Bones when he comes up. We can't keep him out. Speaking of neighborhood shit, here is. Now, these guys were heavy, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know? These dudes were heavy.
Yeah, they were really good. They
were cool, man. They're another three-piece. I think that's the first time 2 3-piece bands played one of them, you know?
Power trios.
Yeah, they were great.
They're from Boston, right?
They're from Boston.
Yeah,
yep.
Yeah.
What is?
Yeah, Larry Kelly was.
What is that? A Fender Jaguar? What is that? A Squire? What is that? Anybody?
Yeah, I think that is a Jaguar.
No, it looks like it says Squire.
Oh, maybe. That body is, similar.
Anybody out there? What is that guitar? Yeah, lefty bass player. Looks that way, right? Yeah. Yep. Bunch of freaks, man. Thank you, John. It's a J Mascis jazz master.
That's there you go.
Yeah, it's a jazz. Yeah. Yep.
J Mascis, nice. That'd be a good guest to get.
You know what? I talked to one of his people. He's not a very good interview. You know, certain people like.
Some people should be heard and not heard.
Some people, yeah, right. Here's another one. Here's members of Serial Poets, Fire is Murder, Enziguri, and 2 hardcore photographers.
2 of the worldwide hardcore firing squad right there.
There you go.
Oh, great. Tim Daly, Rich Zoller.
Yep.
Awesome. Just some of the best people here.
There you go.
So, in fact, we saw Fire is Murder the night before.
Right.
At the Shillelagh with Car Bomb Parade and Butt Pyrite and the Errorists. So it's been a pretty busy weekend.
And, Alago came through. Here's a shot of him with Astoria Lou. It's like Alago came through. He was with Astoria Lou. Suckers on my jock when I walk down the block. Astoria Lou. All right. So there's Alago. And then last but not least, here's a shot. I want to shout out this guy in this picture with me who really, a lot of people don't know him by face.
Oh,
that's Larry Kelly. And I wouldn't be able to do these shows if it was not for him. He is a guy that makes things happen. He's on my squad. And between me and him, we take care of a lot of stuff and make these shows happen. This dude is a big part of
they don't build him like Larry Kelly. You know, he's one of the good ones right there.
Yeah.
He really is.
Absolutely. Yep.
Absolutely. And another cool banner by our friend in Deja, actually.
Right. And you know what? That reminds me. This Saturday up in Brockton, Mass., there is a show. I will be there. Larry Kelly will be there. Brockton Hardcore Shows and Women of the Pit present Dog Eat Dog with Kings Never Die, Ma'afa, the Car Bomb Parade, and Wisdom and War. You know?
And that is actually the Reverend's final show at the Car Bomb Parade.
That's right.
Cool flyer, by the way, by Rich Zoller.
Can I critique this flyer?
Sure.
Just in my opinion, call me kooky, call me old-fashioned. If you're going to make a flyer, put the fucking date and the time on the flyer.
The date's not on there?
Do you see a date on there?
Oh, boy.
Okay? Call me crazy and old-fashioned. But if you're going to do a flyer, put the date on it.
Ouch.
Not important. Not important. Like, hey. It's like, hey. You know? I know I'm a kooky dude. Like, hey.
Car Bomb, what's up? Car Bomb Parade. Hey, you know what? Gotta congratulate.
Yeah, just show up anytime. It's like that kind of thing. Just show up anytime. And the year, right? Just show up anytime.
You know what's funny?
Hey, I'm here.
I always put the year on my flyers. Because when you go back and you find flyers from the old days, you're like, when was this?
Right.
I always put the year. I like to be exact on that.
Yep. You know what? Speaking of which, while we're at it, the next Bowery Electric show
soon. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Like Total Recall. 2 weeks.
Does your cat know any human words?
My cat speaks to me. He tells me to kill.
I had a Siamese that knew a couple of words. Tuna. Cat knew the word tuna.
Oh, that's fun. My last cat, I think, used to say my name. But
yeah.
But Daryl doesn't talk much. He's just
Here's the next one. Rampage Fest 3, New York Hardcore Chronicles, Women of the Pit. See a date on there? Sunday, April 3rd, and the year. How kooky's that? The year. Wow. Bowery Electric, featuring Fahrenheit 451, Rebelmatic, The High and the Mighty, Ma'afa, Crossfire, Scum City, and Fright. Yep.
Drew, is it Ma'afa?
Yes, it's Ma'afa.
Does that what's the? Do you know what that means? Does that mean something?
I'll
have to ask Flora.
Well, she's going to be on the show pretty soon.
Yeah, no, I was curious what the name means.
Okay, how about some more humor regarding Rich Zola's flyer? The show is happening in perpetuity. It's a never-ending show.
It's happening right now.
Yeah, right. Hey, what time's the show? It's going on right now. When can we get out of here? Never. It's like Groundhog Day. You're fucking stuck playing the fucking... Yeah. They have a residency there. Yep. All right. Hey. All right. Very good. Eddie's.
Oh, man.
All right. I'll talk to you in a bit.
You got it.
All right. See you. All right. What's happening? This is the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live, and we are sponsored by New York Hardcore Comics, The Organic Grill, the Texas Silver Rush, Chain Reaction Records and Skateboards, DTFM Vinyl, Distro, Generation Records, 126 Hardcore Clothing, and located in Corpus Christi, Texas, Chacho's Tacos opened their doors in 2001. Home of the almighty Chacho's Taco. They cook up an incredible home-style Tex-Mex food, and this month is celebrating the 20th anniversary. They've been supporting underground music since the beginning. In their own words, we ain't stopping anytime soon. Touring bands that play Corpus Christi, swing by and get a home-cooked meal at Chacho's Tacos. We got you. The underground scene will never die. Please follow us on Facebook or on Instagram. Come on now. Generation Records since 1992 has been a mainstay of the New York metropolitan area music scene. Today, they offer a diverse selection of new and used rock, jazz, indie, hip-hop, punk, hardcore, metal, blues, soundtrack, and reggae LPs, as well as T-shirts, posters, and other merchandise. They buy used record collections and music memorabilia and will pay you pop dollar for them. House calls made for large collections in the tri-state area. Call or email generationrecords@gmail.com. Follow them on Facebook or on Instagram. Come on now, Vlad Organic Grill. It's a vegan restaurant located in the East Village of New York City at 123 First Avenue. Featured in New York Magazine, New York Times, and the now legendary, prolific Veg News. Their dishes have won numerous awards, including Best Goddamn Veggie Burger. They make their own cheeses, sausages, and burger patties, and every dish on the menu can be made gluten-free. This year, they're celebrating the 21st anniversary, and they're all about having a great time while enjoying amazing, clean food. They've now fully reopened for business and look forward to seeing you. Get in touch with them. Order some great food at www.theorganicgrill.com. That said, listen, what's going on with you people? Everyone's doing these super chats. I have great guests on the show. No one does a fucking super chat and donates to the show. Now, all of a sudden, we're flopping around with no guest, and the money's pouring in. Go figure. Gujowski, Drew, I've missed you and the crew. This is my first show since, well, welcome back. Welcome back, bro. It wasn't the same without you. Oh, you know what? Listen, enough of me talking about me. Let's bring on this guy right here. Let's clean the deck. Hold on. Yeah, why not?
Rackbone! 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 Rackbone!
Yo.
I am he. He is me. Rackbone.
I am you and you. Cuckoo, kachook. I am the Rat Bones.
I really hope this guy shows up because,
You know what? You know what? At this point,
here,
I kind of don't give a shit.
I mean, Adolescents was that band that, like, I don't know how to say this right. Not normalized punk for me, but everything was very shocking and like Misfits, Ramones. It was like out of my realm as a teen. But when I heard the Adolescents, I was like,
great.
That's me. Like, that's what I'm doing right now, man. So,
You mean are you talking specifically about this?
Absolutely, man.
Man, I listened to that again. That was big. Man, that was big in my world, man. Great record, man. Great record.
I mean, when you ask about records that don't have a bad song, like that's the kind of
that thing is strong all the way through, man. That's awesome. Fucking great. How'd you like the show the other day?
I had a great time at the show. I'm glad things are opening back up in New York City. You know, we're one of the last states to like be opening back up, but April 4th, and the kids don't have to wear the mask no more in the school. So hopefully things will open up and people won't get sick again, you know?
Yep.
But, why don't we do today? I have so many toys I've gone through. I'm really about selling the toys nowadays. It's really like a business venture I've been doing, and it's really turned out really well. I'm going to be doing an event, and if you want to pop up that flyer, I can just show some of the stuff, the kind of stuff I'm going to have.
Wait. I thought you moved the event.
You know, maybe since the Rampage Fest is the next day, maybe I'll just come over there. I mean, 2 days in a row is kind of hard to ask people to come out.
Don't expect, yeah.
But I'm gonna bring all my stuff. I usually just bring a little bit of t-shirts and a couple CDs, but I've got cassettes, I've got toys. I had this guy for the feature of the day because to me this associates with the West Coast because this guy was in one of my favorite movies. And
can I guess on that? Is that Rowdy Piper Rowdy Roddy Piper?
Yes.
And he was in the John Carpenter movie They Live?
Yes.
Got it.
All out of bubble gum.
Yep.
So he's like my West Coast. But those are cool, the LGN wrestlers. And man, I mean, they don't make toys like this. They're redoing all the He-Man and stuff, and I just like the old school style, you know? Roddy was cool. But also at that event, I'm going to be having a lot of Super 7s. Some of them are, like that Red Beast Man is rare. Got some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then we got some rock and roll stuff. The Misfits I got about 30 different themes.
Those are cool.
Themes. I got about 30 different ones. So I'll have these for sale. And then I got the Slayer and the glow in the dark AF. So I really don't like doing mail order. I've been wanting to work on a website and get it like I kind of really like the flea market vibe. I kind of like meeting a person, finding out their interests, and I think that's the way to go for me. I kind of dig that. Eventually, I will get one, but just a couple more. Yeah, these dudes.
Oh yeah, now we're talking.
Apes. So yeah,
What's
these
that?
are really nicely
What's
done.
that? Cornelius Astronaut? Is that
Yeah,
what that
that's
is?
from Escape.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, that's when they came on the beach. I mean, those movies were
Hey,
so.
who did those drawings? That's what's his name? That's our dude from
You guys
that
had him on the show. You had him on, remember?
No.
Get his
Did
name.
I?
Yeah, you guys were talking about him the last time. He was.
No, isn't that the guy that draws the Megadeth stuff?
Yes.
That's what's his name? Ed Repka.
Ed
Is that
Repka. There it is, right there. You can get
Ed
to
Repka?
the packaging.
Yep,
man.
yep.
That's pretty good, right? To get your
Fucking
name
awesome.
on there. You wouldn't think that would get on there.
Yep.
And before I go, I just want to show. I'm not doing record of the week because I don't want to take Sid's thing at all because he's doing a fantastic job. But back in the day, you know, you're going to concerts and they're like $8, $6. You're seeing 5 bands for $5. So we'd start going to the reggae concerts. Me and my buddy Rich in Detroit, we'd go to these reggae nights. And Eka Mouse was like $25. And we were like, whoa, well, we wanted to see it. Like, who pays that much? And another early artist I got to see in '84 that until then I loved reggae, and really only reggae seemed like a good vibe music to me. Like, oh, it was all about peace and love and getting the beach and all that. When I heard this guy, and we went to see him live, and we were totally like afraid for our lives. I had a blonde mohawk, and my buddy had long dreads, and we went to see Muda Baruka. And
I had that record.
This record is just incredible.
I had that record. Yeah.
But Muda Baruka was like my wake up call. Like, there's real serious shit wrong in the world. Heavy record.
White kid from Jersey, right? White kid from Detroit, right?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know anything, and I'll never forget that concert. We stood right in the front. We were vibing on it, and at first it was very uncomfortable. By the end of the night, we were dancing with people and having a good time, man. It was a cool vibe in Detroit.
All right. Oh, here's a question for you, and don't turn it into a.
I won't do a monologue.
Oh, wait, I'm looking for it. Where did you learn the slam dance?
I don't know. The Adolescents, watching Suburbia. That stuff just came natural. Slam dancing is a very primal act. It's like almost the equivalent of the Indians running around the fire before the hunt. It's just like such a tribal thing to us. I just don't know. We just started moshing into each other, man, doing the stage dives, bro. It just happens,
All right. Could you be any more vague?
All
right.
I didn't learn. I teach. I didn't have to learn. That's what I am. It's what we do.
I think therefore I am.
No,
all right. Stick around, man.
I wasn't blessed.
I might need you if I have to drag this out.
I know, but I wasn't blessed in. I was born in. It's different. So, yeah.
No, you were created in a lab.
Exactly. Like
you were like, we need the. You're like the $6 million. You're like the $6 million hardcore dude. I'll talk to you in a bit.
All right, bring me back on and say hi to Rikk if you get him on.
Oops, wrong outro.
Ragbone! 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 Ragbone!
Welcome to the show, the I don't give a fuck show. Is that right? Hey, Drew, we just spoke to Rikk. He had a rough week, and he is sorry he can't make it today. Fantastic. To tell you the truth, I doubted the guy was ever going to make it, honestly. And it's a shame that he couldn't be honorable and actually reach out to me and tell me he couldn't make it. Actually, that's fucking bullshit. So there you go. Yep, that's some fucking bullshit right there. I'm gonna let you advertise the show and put it all over social media and do your homework. Motherfucker, I do a lot of homework for this show, right? See these fucking notes right here? All right, see these fucking notes? Some bullshit right there, man. That's a first. That's fucked up. Some fucked up bullshit right there. But there you go. Yeah. There you go. Plan B. Hey, Gina, thanks. You know what? Honestly, I've been doing this long enough. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Hold the line. Hold the line. Happy birthday, Johanna. Happy birthday to you, dear. Big happy birthday to Johanna. You know? Yo, life goes on. I've been doing this. We have been doing this long enough that when something doesn't feel right, I know it. And like when somebody's not communicating properly and doesn't make themselves available for a tech check, and I'm not like connecting with the guest, we roll the dice on this show a lot. We really do. And I try to get out. Hey, listen, stop sending me money, bro. Stop sending me money. I don't want any more money. Yeah, you know what? Good idea. You know what? This is what we're going to do. Here we go. Wait. Send the link to the people. Okay, here we go. If anybody wants to come on the show and bullshit a little bit, who's got the balls to come on this show with me? There's the link in the chat room. Let's see. Let's fucking have some fun. Watch this. This will turn out to be the best fucking show. There's the link right there. This will turn out to be the best fucking show we've done. So yeah, see? Throw that out. You know what? Don't throw your Adolescents shirt out because he's not in the Adolescents anymore. He's actually in a band called the Radolescents. He's in a show. Here you go. He's in a show called the Radolescents. Apparently. Right? So there's the Adolescents that's out there with the circle jerks, and he's in the Radolescents. But you know what? Listen, I'm not gonna carry on about the band and all that. Other than that's fucked up. You made a commitment. All right, first one in. Here we go.
No way.
What's up?
Oh, hey, how are you?
What are you? Is that you that's been fucking calling me a telemarketer? Will you stop calling me already? Can you hear me?
Yeah, there's an echo.
Well, you're on? You have the show on somewhere else. Just be back. Get the show.
Let me mute that.
Yeah, you can't watch the show and be on the show at the same time because there's a delay. Yeah.
All
Yep.
right.
Got it?
Hey, yeah, I got it.
Okay. Tell us about.
What do you want to hear about?
Actually, Lori was just on, and I was just ranking on this.
Oh, Lori was on too?
No. She was in the chat room because I was ranking on the fact that this flyer has no date on it.
So she didn't send you the new one.
Okay.
This was the not complete flyer. Hey, how are you? This was the test flyer, and I guess it just got out all over the place. But the actual flyer has the date, which is this Saturday, March 26th in Brockton at the Brockton VFW. We're so excited.
Okay, well, hold on a second. Here's guest number 2. Excuse me, you sent me the wrong flyer. Huh?
What did I say? Make sure it has the date.
I would like to profusely apologize, Rich. Rich had it right. I had a million different versions of this, and
I send a lot of things back and forth.
I sent the wrong flyer. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I set them up for failure.
Nah, people know.
So sorry.
Hey, a lot of hey, Dan from Cropsey, I see you. I'm going to bring you on in a minute, okay, brother?
Oh, Cropsey, I just saw them.
Dan,
Saturday
you hear
night.
me? Give me a thumbs up.
So good.
Right.
Such a
and
sick show.
Mark, I see you up in Canada, so hang out. You guys are up next. I'm excited. I am making the road trip with my female unit, and
yeah, we can't wait to see Rochelle. It's going to be great.
She's
awesome.
Awesome,
We're all coming out, and it's going to be a crazy show.
Yeah, it's going to be
great.
Really
good. Really
and
good.
what time does the show start?
Doors at 6:30. Music at 7.
Okay, and
first band goes on at 7:00.
And Laura, you're telling me I got to see Wisdom and War. Is that right?
I see Wisdom and War. Great great band. Chanel is just an amazing, just really energetic, explosive singer. It's fantastic. They've got some great songs, and yeah, I love them. I learned a lot of their songs so I can scream my throat out at their show.
That's cool.
And then Car Bomb Parade, it's Nikki's last show. You have
that's
Ma'afa
right.
with Flora.
Right.
Yeah, Scott Earth just said Reverend's Nick's last Car Bomb show.
Fred says, Fred from Silence.
Fred.
Hi, Lauren, Genevieve. I love you guys.
We love you too.
See, you're loved.
Yeah,
Good
we
to
love
be
them
loved.
too. We love them too.
Yeah.
And then Flora with Ma'afa is playing. Like, she's brilliant. I'm so excited to see her
I'm excited
up there.
And I love that the venue is down a dirt road in the middle of nowhere, and basically it's a VFW hall, right?
It's a VFW hall. Yeah, it's run by Brockton Hardcore Shows. That's Shauna. She heads that up, and we helped her out putting this together, and it's really great. Got great sound. It's a great community there. It's a great scene, a real family type atmosphere.
Yeah,
So-
Mei Ling is coming up from Florida for this show only.
No
She's
way.
flying up from Florida for this show. We are so excited she's coming. To
Flying
hang.
out.
May, I'm looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah.
And I want to take this opportunity to mention that May and
There
her
we
husband,
go.
Pete,
Look at that.
and I know Pete was sort of like, well, we don't really have much to talk about. Don't worry, come on the show.
But
Yeah.
look at that picture of them. Like, how did they even jump like that? I look at that.
Yeah,
that
it's
like
great.
defies gravity. That's the coolest
This is the
picture. I
show
love it.
where we could just totally freestyle it and it'll be great, which is what today's going to be.
That's
So,
right. The animals are taking over the zoo.
Yep. Yep.
All
What is
right.
this? John Seeley, I'm flying from Cali to Brooklyn this weekend. Any shows Friday, Saturday, Sunday? What's happening? Saturday I'm coming up there,
Saturday,
right?
yeah. But if
Yeah.
in Ardsley, it's not in Brooklyn, but in
Oh,
Ardsley,
yeah.
there's that
Right.
other sick show, Sub-Zero,
Sub-Zero,
and
right.
Crazy Eddie, and I
Yep.
think a couple of others are on that bill too.
Right.
The Quickstand is playing in Brooklyn
Yeah.
on Saturday.
Cool.
I just saw a flyer for another
Wait,
one on
Quicksand's
Saturday.
playing on Saturday?
Yeah.
I'd like to see Quicksand. Now, I'm my
We'll
good
do it
friend-
another day because
Yeah.
Saturday we're
Okay.
going to
You're already
see
committed.
No, listen. I'm coming.
Sorry, Walter, we love
I'm-
you too.
I'm coming up. I'm coming up on Saturday. Me, and Miss Firecracker. We're coming, man.
Awesome.
And
We're gonna have
we're
a
excited.
blast.
So I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Let's see what else we could dredge up here, huh?
All right, thanks.
I'll see you
right.
on Saturday. Thank you.
Bye.
Awesome. Thanks.
Whoop! There it is. This is the New York Hardcore Chronicles live, and we are winging it today. Our next guest, hailing from Staten Island. Come on now, Dan from Cropsey. What's up,
What's up, Drew? Can you hear me?
bro? Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Okay, beautiful. It's Don. It's Don from Cropsey.
I'm sorry. I'm winging it. I'm totally winging
That's
it.
all good, bro. All good. I'm sorry that happened to you today.
You know what? Honestly, and I kind of mean this. I'm not that upset. I feel a little disrespected, but like after almost 200 shows, it was bound to happen. And I didn't get a great vibe from the guy either. I didn't connect with the guy. We didn't do a tech check. This has happened before. It's like, so it wasn't like everything was set up and he was just a no-show,
Yeah.
But-
yeah.
But
Oh, you
that's
do great. You do great for the scene, man. Let me tell you. I really appreciate you rocking our gear today. I try to catch the show.
That's right.
Yeah, I try to catch the show every Wednesday on my way home. I always miss the beginning or something. I happened to catch it from the beginning today. I was like, oh shit, he's wearing our
Listen,
shirt.
I'm a fan. I like your band a lot. You guys are hard as fuck. And tell us a little bit about Cropsey and what's going on lately with it.
Well, right now we got a couple of shows lined up, and we're in the middle of writing a new album or EP, whatever comes first. We definitely have some new music, some really, really kick-ass shit too. That's really it. I mean, we all got families and stuff and careers, so it's kind of hard to, get out there. But
But you
I'm
guys
enjoying.
You guys are doing it though. I mean, you guys
Yeah.
are doing it, and I see you got your squad. You got
Yeah.
your squad. Hey, Rikk, I see you upstate. Rikk, I'll bring you on next. All right, buddy.
Yeah, we met a lot of great people in the past year, man. You know, the guys from SED, all of them, they're all friends of ours, and
Yeah.
you know, Against All, a lot of bands. You guys mentioned Wisdom of War; those guys kick ass. We played with them.
Oh yeah.
At the Monarch for the Upstate Records show. Awesome people, man. Real cool.
I'm looking for. I know we're playing together, but
I think June 12th, right? June 12th, we got. Oh no, that's not. That's the Tompkins Square Park you got us on, right?
Right.
June
No,
12th?
I'm talking about the one. Is it? Are we doing the Staten Island show? You guys are talking about changing.
Yeah, the date. Yeah, we're changing the date because it's I think it falls in line with B&B or This Is Hardcore.
No, I think it falls in line. Oh, here it is. I got it right here. This show here, which is here. Hold on. It's a hell of a bill too, and we're playing this,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah, you guys are on it.
yeah, this is a crusher here. This is
Yeah.
Saturday, July 9th. Sworn Enemy, Endwell, Cropsey, Silence Equals Death, Brick by Brick, Cutthroat from LA, Wisdom in War, Incendiary Device, which is
Yes.
you know,
Which is you guys, yeah.
Is that Departed?
Yeah, Departed. Yeah, we just played with them on Monday. Actually.
Right.
Good guys, man. Yeah.
Threat to Society, Abrupt, and
Another
No
great
Compromise. But you're thinking of moving it because of This Is Hardcore, right?
Yeah. There's another big show going on. We're trying to bring it back to Staten Island. You know, the scene kind of dwindled down a little bit, and we represent Staten Island real hard. You know that, and we're trying to bring it back. We want to bring back all age shows and.
Good.
You know, kind of do something that you're doing, you know, we kind of bounce off you. You know, I know Paul and Mike, they always ask your advice for stuff. So, and you've always been there for us. So.
Mike Valente wants to know, where's my hat I ordered 6 years ago?
I don't handle the merch, man.
Oh yeah.
I think he just got the order in a week or so ago of the beanies. I'll make sure he sends one to you right away.
That's
my brother,
funny.
I love Mike. I love Mike V, man.
Listen, all you big guys got to stick together, man. You know.
Damn straight, yeah. Damn straight. Yeah.
Heavyweights. All right. Well, hey, listen, good to see you, bro. What are you driving there? A battle wagon? What is that?
No, I'm a heating technician, so I drive a service truck. I'm on call, so I'm just hanging out in Manhattan. Where am I? I'm on West 8th and 5th Avenue right now.
You're where?
West 8th and 5th Avenue, just parked somewhere.
Okay. I thought you were going to say, like, I'm on West 80. I'm like, I live on West 86th Street, you know?
I'm up there all the time too, man. So if you have any problems with your boil, let me know. I got you.
No, I live in a studio apartment in a pre-war building. It's, you know, I don't have a private house. I gave up that whole owning shit a long time ago.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Tough to own.
Oh, Mike says don't move that date. We're using that as a date on our tour.
Oh God. We might not. I mean, I don't know. That's all up to Groves,
listen, man.
You know, it's all up to Mike Groves. We want to get a pretty good turnout, but like we also want to go to like This Is Hardcore. We want to go support there, you know, and so I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with all that, but
it's a tough
he's
call.
trying.
All right.
Mike's trying.
I'll talk to you soon, Don.
Take care, Drew. Good to talk to you. See you guys.
Good to talk to you. That's right. This is the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live, and we are sponsored by New York Hardcore Comics, The Organic Grill, the Texas Silver Rush, Chain Reaction Records and Skateboards, DTFM Vinyl Distro, Chacho's Tacos, Generation Records, and 126 Hardcore Clothing. It's a streetwear brand for restless individuals who don't compromise. They are about being positive, spontaneous, and true to yourself. For years, they experimented with several printing methods and materials and collaborated with a large number of designers and illustrators, always giving room for fresh perspectives while retaining the hardcore attitude. Get in touch with them and ramp up your game at www.126clothing.com. Come on now, New York Hardcore Comics. Opened in 2013, selling comic books. I'm selling comic books, punk, rock, and hardcore memorabilia, toys, statues, skateboard decks, vinyl, and all things horror. We love helping bands push their demos and new tracks, so please stop by and drop off your new music, even if your band fucking sucks. We have in-store events like Magic the Gathering and Warhammer tournaments, plus meet and greets with bands and some live performances. Open 7 days a week and shipping worldwide. Find us online through Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and eBay. Located at 117 Main Street, lovely Dobbs Ferry, New York. www.newyorkhardcorecomics.com. Hey, let's bring somebody else on the show. What else we got out there? Upstate Rikk, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
How's Nashville, brother?
Nashville it's warm down here. It's like 75 degrees today.
Love you, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Tim for the shirt.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you moved from upstate New York down to Nashville. From what I understand, you're the place you're living in now is just more accessible, right? Tell us a little bit about why you moved down there.
Yeah, well, my family's down here, and this MS that I got diagnosed with, it hits in waves, and sometimes it's real bad. And I tried to do it by myself for a couple of years, but I'm just getting worse, and I need family. So I moved down close to family down here in Nashville. Now I have to live vicariously through all my New York peoples. So post them fucking pictures and videos, please. The scene down here is, Madball played Saturday. I don't know how many people showed up. I'm really not in a position to go to shows yet, but I know Hoya wasn't on this trip with them.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Madball played Saturday, so that's a good sign. You know what I mean? For things to come. But apparently those types of bands down here happen far and few between. My mom just showed up with stuffed peppers.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Ma. Everybody in the internet says hi, Ma.
We love you, son. Nashville's a cool city, man. I've enjoyed. Listen, I got into a little trouble in Smashville, but that was a long time ago. Yeah,
it's definitely a conservative state. Whatever you think that means, it's a conservative state.
Right. And hey, look, I want to formally thank you. When the show started, you were one of the show's biggest supporters. You started the comments crew page on Facebook, and I'm forever in your debt, bro. I love you and I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, you're one of the few people that visited me in the hospital, brother. You're in my heart.
Thank you.
You always got my support, brother.
Thanks.
Yeah.
All right.
Yo, let me get out of here. I got stuffed peppers. I love everybody.
All right.
Peace.
All right, Rikk made me cry. Could be the fourth time I've ever cried on the show. Blah. All right. Blah. Let me shake that one off. What else you got? What else is going to happen today, huh? Let's see. What else? Who else we got there? Hey, Mark. What's happening in Canada, baby?
Oh man, I gotta follow that. I'm like over here, like.
Yeah, I know, right? He made me cry. It's like,
Good to see, it's good to see Upstate Rikk though. Man, he looks happy, and that's
it's
that's
good.
a good thing, man.
It's good. He made a good move. How's things up in Canada?
It's cold today, freezing rain, but it looks like we're in the opening stages of reopening. Our opening stages are no anything, so it went from everything locked down to wide open. So I lucked out. I got COVID last week, maybe a week and a half ago.
What is this? So was there some lag time? It's like you motherfuckers up there are getting it now. It's like it's like the ripple effect. It's like people. It's like hardcore. It's like you're being around. I was around during the first wave of American hardcore, and then it had this like ripple effect to this point where like people are going like, hey, there's like a hardcore scene in like Nigeria, and I'm like, really? I guess it just sort of there's like this ripple effect. It takes a little time. So I guess it took some time to make it up there. Right? You're right outside Toronto.
Yeah, about an hour outside Toronto.
Right.
About an hour outside of Toronto, a couple hours from Tim Gamage out in Chatham there.
Right.
And 8 hours driving from New York. So on the 26th, I'm going to come down and see your rebranded band.
Yeah.
Inhuman, Sworn Enemy, and
That's great.
Apologies for ever else. But yeah, I'm like, I just
Yeah.
had a major renovation I had to do here because of some damage to the house.
Mhm.
I'm flat broke. I was hoping to get down for Black and Blue, but I'm like, you know what? I can get up Friday morning, drive to New York, go to the show on Saturday, take off Monday morning. So that's a big deal for me.
Here is the show that you are talking about. This is the first time we are playing with our, well, it's, you know, our new band, which is it's Antidote NYHC rebranded. But it's a lot of new songs. We're moving forward. Sunday, June 26th, Sunday matinees are back on the Bowery. Sworn Enemy, Inhuman, first show in 4 years. Incendiary Device, it's going to jump off tonight. Blackout Shoppers and Sewage. So that's a banger, man. That's going to be a crazy show.
And it's free.
If it's free, it's free. If it's free, it's for me, right? So
yeah, I've been a fan of Inhuman for a long time too, and obviously never had the chance to see them live. So I'm really excited about that as well, and just hanging out and seeing people. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to you being down here in New York. We'll have some fun, and you don't have to come up to my neighborhood to have a meal with me, man.
That's all right. I went out to Chelsea for a lago. I can go uptown for you, no problem.
All right, we'll meet down at Organic Grill or something, you know.
All right. Cheers, man. It's a great show today.
Good seeing you, and thanks for the support, man. I really appreciate it.
No worries, man.
I'll talk to you soon. All right. There you go. Wow. Hey, you know what I want to mention? And I know we're talking to some hardcore people here, but about the patrons out there, my big supporters. Anybody who is a patron on Patreon, if you want one of these shirts, an Incendiary Device shirt, they are free for all the patrons. Just send me shipping and your address. So if you're a patron and you want an Incendiary Device shirt, it's free. Just pay for the shipping and we'll get one out to you. If you're watching the show for the first time, if you were foolish enough to think that Rikk Agnew was going to come on the show today, and you're sitting here going, wow, this is a pretty cool show anyway, I'd love to support it. There's the Patreon page, man. This is a first that our guest kind of cooked it. So, you know, kind of a drag. What's this? Why is Hoya texting me? Email me if you need. I do. Yes. Hold on. Let me send Hoya the link. Let's get Hoya on the show. Hold on. Copy. Hold on. Let me get Hoya on. That'll be fun, right? Always fun. He's like laughing and shit. So hold on. Let's get the Hoya Destroyer on the show. I'm coming at you, baby. Hold on, Bubba. Let me get this happening. All right. Here he is. Hold on. All right, what else? That said, yeah. I know this is the show we needed. And I get, you know, I know I'm surprised. There's been a couple really close calls. Shouting out Volt in London, BMX enthusiast. There's been a couple real close calls, you know, but this is the first time it's actually happened. Let me send Hoya the hold on, compose. Let me send the Casa. Hold on, Casa de Rock 357. All right. There it is. Hoya, I sent you the link, bro. In the meantime, hey, Johnny, want to come on?
Sure.
How are you, buddy?
What's up? How's it
Wow,
going?
look at all that gear, man.
Yeah, just chilling, man. Just getting ready. Gonna rehearse tomorrow. Get ready for Saturday.
Yeah.
Zero.
Tell me, I saw Saturday you're playing with Sub-Zero up in Ardsley, which is a New York hardcore comic sponsored show, right?
Yeah, yep. With Crazy Eddie and Death Island from Irvington. Yeah, it should be good.
We got to get you on one of these Bowery Electric shows.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was going to be our fourth show. You know,
fourth.
We're getting fourth. So it's getting our feet wet still. You know.
All right. Well, you know, I'm booking July and August now, so you know.
Oh,
Lori
yeah.
Dawn says hardcore in the 914.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in Portchester, is where we are, 914.
Oh, this is interesting. Hey, Drew, Lisa Fancher from Frontier Records would like to log in. Okay, listen, Destroy Art Inc. I'm going to put the look in the chat room. Yeah, let's bring Lisa on. We'll talk about, you know, whatever. There it is. I just posted it in the chat room. Destroy Art Inc. StreamYard.com. Cut and paste that, you know. So, yeah, we're freestyle. There it is right there. We're freestyling for today, Johnny Rock.
Yeah, man.
It's cool.
Awesome. Yeah, it's too bad Rikk didn't come on, but it's cool to see everybody.
You know, I don't get upset about much anymore, you know?
All right. Yeah.
I don't at this point. Like my world is like on any given day, it's just there's like as long as we, you know, there's like, you know, 30 things that went right and, you know, 20 things that went bad. It's like a war, you know, like we killed 895,000 of their guys and they killed 760 of our guys. So I guess it's a win, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it goes on and on. So, yeah, well, cool. Good luck with the show on Saturday.
Yeah, man, it should be fun. I think I sent you.
Now, what's the lineup of the band? Like you're playing guitar?
No, I'm the drummer. And
I'm the drummer.
Yeah.
And is there who sings?
Will, he used to play Rise to Burn.
Okay.
Will is our singer, and Joe is our bass player. He played in Rise to Burn as well, and played in, you know, multiple other bands in the past. And Danny Wahlberg, he's our rhythm guitar player. He played with Antipathy, which is a Yonkers-based band, a death metal band. Cool. So I used to play with No Affiliation back in the day, and you know, it's like the leftover Westchester guys, you know. So we all kind of were friends, and we started working on these songs. We recorded them with Glenn over at Frequency Recording Studio in White Plains, and the album came out last fall. You know, so we're just starting to get some shows under our belt now, but we're excited for this weekend.
Good.
Sounds like a good show up in Mass too, man. That's really cool.
You know what? I hate to say it, but you guys are Plan B. Like I got to go support that show. I got to support the gals and you know the bands that are on there. I promised a long time ago, and I got a road trip with my girlfriend. But you know we'll stay in touch, and you know let's talk because I'm looking for an opener for the August show. So let's talk soon. All right.
Absolutely, man. We're down.
Talk to you soon. All right.
Cheers, everybody.
Bye. All right. You are watching the one, the only New York Hardcore Chronicles Live. And let me clear the deck. Hold on. Because you know what we need? We need some flavor on this show. Like, I'm like, you know, we got to, you know what? What can I say? Here's a man that needs no introduction. Hoya Rock. What's up?
Listen, I was home and a hardcore bat signal shined in the sky and said, Hoya Rock, you are needed. So me being the man that I am, did what I had to do, and boom, New York Hardcore Chronicles, Cock of the Rock, Smoking Word Podcast, live and direct, motherfuckers. We don't even need that guy, whoever you were supposed to have on. I don't even know who the fuck he was. So let's go.
Yeah. I like that. The New York Hardcore signal, it's like the NYHC.
You know, like, but the one with the drip that I did first before, you know.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Shout out to Danny Diablo and Scarhead. They're out on tour, I think, today.
Can you imagine?
No, I can't imagine. I don't want to. But listen, shout out to everybody out there, too. Yo, Drew, I salute you for this is what people don't understand. You're live. You can't run behind a curtain. And like you could have easily said, yo, I'm canceling today's show because I can't handle the load. But check this out, everybody. You getting that shit fucking freestyle.
Listen, you know, I'm sick of talking to these motherfuckers anyway. You know, it's the same shit over and over again with these fucking guys, you know? I just I put the link in the chat room. Hey, these are the people, man. Fuck all this bullshit.
Absolutely. But you know what? I'm glad. But you know, today I was feeling again before the bat signal went up. Today was like some type of hardcore music day. I just finished watching the Life of Agnew documentary. Go peep that shit out, everybody.
You know what? Speaking of them, let me just post this up. You watched the doc?
Yeah, I literally just finished watching it.
Okay, so
I rented it this morning on Amazon Prime. Check this out. Go support them. Let's get all our type of movies, podcasts, web shows, whatever. Let's get it up there. So we got to start supporting all these things. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, so on Sunday, March 15th, the director, Leigh Brooks, and Joey Z and Alan, Robert from Life of Agnew be on the show, and we're going to be talking about The Sound of Scars, you know?
Boom.
So that's what's up.
Go check. It came out really good, man. I'm glad.
I haven't seen it yet.
I got to say, I can't front. Like, there's a couple parts in there that got me. Like, I was like, you know, I don't watch those things, you know. I always knew Life of Agnew was about cutting your wrist and all that. All right. But when I watch that, hearing some shit, you know, it's also being a father.
Yeah.
I see things through different eyes now. So I'm a little crying bitch for a lot of certain things nowadays. And there's no shame in my game. Yeah. But go check it out. Real cool. And, you know, they come from our world. We got to support our people. Not just when they die. And then all of a sudden, everybody wants to do tributes and all this bullshit. Yeah. We got to do it now while we're on this planet.
Hey, bring us up to speed on Madball. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm curious. I was about to ask you. You got any new?
I always seem to know, right?
No, on the real. They literally just wrapped up some shows. I couldn't do this weekend. I'm taking care of some shit in the house, in the home front. Everything is cool, but they had some shows in Tennessee and Atlanta.
Was Paul playing bass?
No, Brendan, who helps us out. He plays with Shit Terror, and he also texts with us. He jumped on this one, but Paul did the other tours. They did that run. And the next run for us is the end of next month. We got a couple of shows with Madball, H2O, and Hazen Street.
Is that what Larry's talked about? Ahoy, I got my tickets for Providence.
Oh, boom. Oh, you got it. Yo, shout out to Larry. Yeah, because
that's
look at Jersey, man. Jersey sold out. And let me tell you, when I say this is, first of all, even how this Hazen Street comeback, it was a miracle how it came back to life. And you may never see this shit again. We don't know when the show's going to happen. The last time we played together was who knows how many years. So if you're into Hazen Street, catch one of these shows. And we got everybody in the band playing. You know what I mean? Mackie, Dave Kennedy. We got the squad.
Wow.
So like OG shit, you know. And everybody's going to have, you know, we psyched. It's going to be fun for all of us to be on stage together. You know?
That's cool. That's cool.
So,
hey, Lisa, I see you. I'll bring you on a couple minutes, hon. Let me just sort out. So, yeah.
But I'm glad. No, but good shit. Everything else, we got some shows coming up, just a little bit sprinkled here and there, and just, you know, grinding. New podcasts also, Smoking Word podcast. You know, every Thursday I drop a new episode, and everybody tuning in while you're on YouTube. Go to Smoking Word TV. I drop mad videos. We're going to be collabing soon. Me and Drew, I talked about shit, but we're going to build some real shit when next time he comes down to Florida, we're going to do some shit in person. Yeah. But just been grinding that shit out. I'm trying to take my YouTube channel, Drew, to another level. I'm trying to take this hardcore shit to another level. This is some real shit. Like I said, the metal guys got their metal golden gods. Yo, salute them. Hip Hop BET Awards, salute them. We don't got shit, but yet all those people jock people from our world and are influence for people in our world.
Yep.
I got my new slogan, and it makes me laugh, but I mean it. Is I won't stop this shit till Stigma's and fucking in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? And there's motherfuckers that are in it that shouldn't be in it. So
You know, I just got, you know who just, I just got, I don't know if you heard about this, but some people just reached out to me about some punk rock museum in Vegas. You hear anything about that?
Yeah, like I won't talk much about it. I do know some about it. To be honest with you, from what I heard, I liked what I heard from how it was coming because for everybody to talk to be on this, like, oh, I hate CBGB's, the thing in the airport. Yeah, but you motherfuckers are rocking a Gucci belt and a fucking iPhone. So let's chill the fuck out. And number two, did you ever go to the real CBs? Okay, now that we avoided that, like, my whole thing is this. If something is going to get from our world represented in the right light that we never had the chance to do, we need to do it. If it's going to shit on our lifestyle, we don't do it. But from what I know and from the people that I talk to, it's people from our world, and they actually reached out to us. And love us or hate us, we some of the realest motherfuckers, and we carry the torch to this shit too. And we really believe in this shit, and we represent this shit where we don't want the scene to be disrespected. You know what I mean? So I think from what I heard about it, I like the idea of it. But in all fairness, I don't know full details of what's what. But hey, why not? The metal dudes got it. The rap dudes got it. Yo, hardcore needs that shit, man.
Yeah, it is. And yes, it's Fat Mike from NoFX is involved in it. They reached out to me and, about some stuff. And basically the way I played it was, hey, look, as far as my involvement goes, I'd love to, if you're interested, I'd come and screen the New York Hardcore Chronicles film, or I'd screen the Boston hardcore film that I did, or I'll cut something together special for you. Cause that's all that I can vouch for. You know what I mean? Is my art and my shit.
Absolutely.
It's like I can't. Yeah, go ahead. I'm not at liberty.
Like the world right now. It's whatever your view is, your view, and that's cool. That's why I'm just all about. I want to see hardcore, the whole movement, on the next level already. That's why shout out to fucking Turnstile killing it. Because they're taking to the shit to the next level, and you could hate on those motherfuckers, but they're a real hardcore band. They may have influences or whatever. I know we took them out on tour and all their other bands. They're good dudes. I root for them. I root for anybody who don't forget their roots. How about that? I'll leave it like that.
My kid, years and years ago, we went to This Is Hardcore when he was probably, I don't know, 12, 13, whatever, and Turnstile played. And he loved them because they're younger. You know what I mean? It's like they were young. He connected, and he took pictures with them and everything. And now here we are years later. He sent me a message now saying that Turnstile's playing Lollapalooza along with a bunch of bands that he loves, a bunch of rappers and stuff like that. Like I recognize 3 bands on Lollapalooza, like Metallica, Turnstile, and like one other band, bro. But yeah, they're doing big things, man. Good for them. They deserved it. They worked hard.
Yeah, absolutely. They're doing their thing. People look at them. Some of those kids are gonna come dig deeper and find New York Hardcore Chronicles, Smoking Word Podcast. They're gonna find all these new bands that are popping off. That's what we need. We gotta build this shit because we come from a special world. The older I get, the more special I know. Look, as a matter of fact, boom, that's my new shit. We lifers in this shit. You know what I mean? That's what I try to tell people. Listen, I don't play games. Smoking Word lifer, hardcore lifer, New York Hardcore Chronicle lifer. Live this shit,
I know it hasn't been announced, but the Bowl's coming up, and Joey's talking about a show in the park.
Yeah, there's a lot of things cooking. I don't know not. I live in Florida. I'm too busy being free and running around without no mandate.
All right. Hey, you want to shout anybody out? I love you, bro. Thanks for fucking responding to the New York hardcore
scene. My duty as a hardcore freaking soldier in the trenches. But no, shout out to you for doing it. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Listen, Smoking Word Podcast, tune in. Smoking Word TV on YouTube. Listen, look out for that life of shit. My new line dropping soon. And not just that, support everybody playing, doing their thing, dropping music. Drew, one love. We talk soon. All right, bro?
I'll talk to you, brother. Take care.
We out.
All right. There you go. Hoya Rock from Madball and Hazen Street. They're going out soon. Love that guy. Big supporter of the show. Spoken Word podcast. Hey, we got a special guest coming up in a minute or two. Lisa Fancher from Frontier Records. We're going to talk a bit about that history. I want to remind you that we are the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live, and we are sponsored by New York Hardcore Comics, The Organic Grill, Chain Reaction Records and Skateboards, DTFM Vinyl Distro, Generation Records, 126 Hardcore Clothing, and the Texas Silver Rush. It's a jewelry design firm and boutique store located in the birthplace of the Texas country music scene in Fredericksburg, Texas. They specialize in work with musicians in all music genres to design and create unique one-off pieces, as well as style them for stage, album covers, promo photos, and social media exposure. Their client list includes Rock Roll Hall of Famers Greg Rollet, Ringo Starr, and of course, Agnostic Front. During this current never-ending pandemic, which now seems to be over somewhat, all information and online sales are being taken on their Facebook and Instagram page, and of course, www.thetexassilverrush.com. Let me try to do a little bit of an intro here. Representing Frontier Records, it was an independent record label that started in 1980 in Sun Valley, Los Angeles by Lisa Fancher. She was a former employee of Bomp Records and a writer of the liner notes for the first album by the Runaways. Frontier Records first found success with the release of the Circle Jerks album Group Sex. The label went on to put out records by such bands as Suicidal Tendencies, Red Cross, TSOL, Christian Death, and many more. That said, here we go. Let's bring on our new friend, Miss Lisa Fancher. Hi.
Bring me on. What's up?
How are you?
I was just introduced to you about 2 seconds ago by Craig
Yeah.
from Destroy Art.
Yeah, we move quick here, you know.
That's right.
Things happen quick.
You just turn on your laptop and there you are.
There you go. So let's chop it up a little bit, Lisa. Tell us about how Frontier Records came together in 1980 and what was the impetus behind it.
Well, I had been. There goes my laptop.
Whoop. Welcome to the show that keeps giving.
That's what happens. I can't even blame the cat.
Right. Go ahead. Let's
All right. So
You
I worked at the aforementioned Bomp Records.
Uh-huh.
And I was always involved with the LA hardcore scene, but it never occurred to me to put out a record because I worked for Greg Shaw and they put out, like the Zeros and the Weirdos for a single and all that. So at some point, the LA thing had switched from, Screamer's Danger House sound into hardcore, which I was super into. And I went to the Cuckoo's Nest and I saw everybody. I saw Black Flag. I saw all that stuff. So I'm like, Greg, I want to put out a record. And he was like, I don't get this stuff at all. I just didn't see any. And thank God he did. It was like, it's just not poppy enough for me. So I was like, I'm going to make a record. So the very first record I put out was the Fly Boys. And then let's just say it didn't do well. Have you ever heard of it? Probably not.
No, but I am right now. Hold on. I'm digging up the second record because I want to do a visual on it.
Yeah.
Right? So hold on, I'm gonna get that and let's put that up because they're out on tour right now, right?
Yes. And the Adolescents played a bunch of shows with them, and I think they might be doing a few more later.
So we're talking about this was the second record that you put out in 1980, correct?
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
So things went a little differently. I called up Lucky did all their business. The drummer, Lucky Lehrer, did all the business. And I called him up and I was like, I have a record label. I want to put your record. Because I loved Keith and Black Flag. And I was a huge Circle Jerks fan. And I loved Tetson and Red Cross. So basically Lucky shut me down. It's like, who are you? Like, we don't want some person putting, at the time I still live with my parents. I think I was like 21. So anyway, I guess they had already hated working with Posh Boy. So Lucky made a few calls. I don't know who he talked to. He probably talked to Rodney, Kim Fowley, whatever.
Yep.
And then they're like, okay. And the record was done. That was a good part. I didn't have to spend months, taking them in the studio and doing all that stuff. It was completely done. So basically all I had to do was make a record cover and get it out as soon as I could to capitalize on how well they were doing in LA.
Did this record like I'm an East Coast guy, so
Yeah.
you know, and you know, made its way to the East Coast. This was like an early staple. Like when we thought of, you know, West Coast hardcore early on, there was, you know, the Black Flag. You know, this record was a pillar. Did this record? And I know when I say do well, I know we're not talking about
Right.
you know, but did this record in our world, in our hardcore world of the early '80s, did this record do well when it came out?
Absolutely. Like from the get-go, like LA Times reviews, like everybody knew who they were. There wasn't really that much going on that was quality.
Right.
There was a lot of hardcore bands, but and it is a stellar record besides the fact, you know, that there was a somewhat open playing field at the time.
Yeah, Lenny from Crazy Eddie says this record was the second hardcore record I owned. Very important to me.
Absolutely. Black Flag. Okay, I will say I put it up, you know, 30 years down the line. Middle Class was the first LA hardcore band.
That's what they say, yeah.
We can fight about that forever with Bad Brains. But anyway, that was the first, but the OC sound like this, like this was it. And you had to own it. So I sold a ton mail order. I sold it, you know, local stores couldn't keep it in stock. So that was a good thing. And then, you know, unfortunately our guest couldn't make it, but I sure like the way that the show has turned out so far today. This was the third record you put out, correct? That's right.
You're starting to hit him out of the park here.
I was gonna say, once I did the Circle Jerks, then I didn't have to like pitch myself at all. They were just like, the Adolescents called me while I was at work. It was Frank called me. It's like, we want somebody to put our record out, because again, they had worked with Posh Boy and they didn't like him. Mm-hmm. So I was like, here I am. I'm at your disposal. So we just made a deal real fast. One record, you know, just wrote something down, piece of paper, took him in the studio, got it out as soon as possible.
That's an incredible record. I mean, I know it very well. It was a huge record for me as a teenager. And I was doing some homework and I listened to it again. This is a record that has really, like the Circle Jerks record, this record is really aged well. I think any young teenager getting into this type of music will love this. You know, this is a must.
Yeah, you could read to the lyrics. You know, they were all 16, 17, 18-year-olds at the time. I mean, they weren't like a bunch of old people ironically calling themselves the Adolescents. Like they were a bunch of, you know, drunken teenagers.
Yeah. And then, you know, I'm sorry, but I gotta pull the album cover because I'm a big fan of this next record. You know, let me pull this. Hold on, real quick.
Shout out to Polly Pork Chops Vids.
You're getting the hang of it. Thank you.
Right.
Let me get this sucker here, man. I love this band, man. You know. Here we go. All right, here we go. Hold on. Now, I'm not sure if what I'm grabbing here is the original proper artwork, but I think we will all certainly.
Everybody will know.
Everyone will know.
And then we can shred the new artwork that Dexter Holland created.
Is that what this is?
Reason. Yeah, he fucking ruined the cover. Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
Idiot. Total wang.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I think I didn't have the films. First of all, I didn't sell it to him. I sold it to Epitaph because when Brett was mad at Dexter or Brian Holland, whatever you want to call him, he just bought the record for me to keep it away from him. So Dexter finally wound up with it, but I didn't know any. You know, I even have the original Van artwork or the artwork on the cover, both sides of it, at my house. So there's no reason to make the font terrible.
That's crazy.
Took my logo off. I was so pissed off. I walked into Amoeba and I was like, what is this garbage?
That sucks, man.
So now it's owned by Concord. The guys at Trust are trying to put out, you know, back TSOL catalog, and Concord's squatting on that record and won't let them have it.
Here is the original artwork. Ooh, actually, it's kind of small, but Man,
Ah,
great
you know,
record.
we get the idea.
Yeah, great record. Yeah, there you go.
There it is.
There it is. In all its gore and gory glory, you know.
And I was going to say Ed Culver. I must say, besides
Yes.
everything else, Ed Culver
Right.
did the first album cover for me that he did was Circle Jerks. That was his very first album cover, and TSOL he took those back cover shots.
What is this? Oh, Mark says you can see Lisa in Records Collecting Dust, the first
Yes.
one. Some New York hardcore guys in part 2.
Totally. And you know what? I was supposed to be in American Hardcore, and I got left on the cutting room floor. I took him down to the Mask to film all the walls and all that stuff. There you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, some of my bands made it in there, so it's fine. I'm not bitter. Don't worry.
Does wow, you know what? You know,
What?
being I did some homework on this record. Well, let me dig it up. Where is my Rikk Agnew All by Myself?
Yes, that's a great record.
Yeah.
A very underappreciated piece of vinyl.
Yeah. Oh, here we go, right here. This was an interesting record, and even though he's not here to talk about it, this came out in 1982,
Right.
and our perception of this was supposed to be the Adolescents record that didn't happen. That's sort of how it filtered to us. Like, we just on the other coast is that this dude was like one of the main driving forces in the Adolescents, big songwriter, and this was the stuff that didn't make it onto the next, that was heading in that direction. And
Right.
I think it was very unique at the time. You know, guys weren't doing solo albums. Is that fair to say?
Not in the punk world, because
Yeah.
it was pretty much of a bomb. The songs are phenomenal,
Yeah.
but people did not understand the whole. They're like, is it like Rick Springfield? Like what? Like
Right.
he had to have even if he would have just made up a band name of any kind, I think
Sure.
people would have had a lot more mercy on it. But
Right.
but it's great. He literally plays everything on it.
Mhm.
And we used Tom Wilson, who did the Adolescents record. And
But you got behind him.
Oh, absolutely. I did everything
you-
I possibly could, but
Yeah.
you can't make people buy something if they don't want it. But now they are, thank goodness. Now they've finally gotten the big picture all this time later, and now it's turning into a pretty good seller. Because Rikk really works hard now that he's like, you know, pulled himself out of the swamp. He's like really just keeps working and working and working. So
Our good friend Ryan Bland from Ake says, "Thank you, Lisa. From Group Sex, Suicidal
awesome.
Tendencies to TSOL, so many important records in my life."
Awesome.
Yeah, he's yeah, let's talk.
Don't forget your comps, such as the Weirdos and the Danger House stuff, because you need all that stuff too, in addition to your hardcore needs.
Now, boy, you put out so many bangers, man.
But then there was the years where people are like, "Where's my hardcore?" Because I just felt like I got the cream of the crop, and then I just kind of moved on. But you know, they still sell. I still got them in print. Never put the vinyl out of print.
Let me hold on. I got another one here,
All right.
which is, I mean, one of the greatest hardcore records ever done. Yeah, and I see that they re-recorded this too later on for whatever their reasons were.
Yeah,
right?
it's well, there's a lot of reasons. I mean,
Yeah.
they want to be in control. It's not a good record.
Yeah, let me find it. Hold
But
on.
mine is
Okay, so let's talk about this.
this one.
Let's talk about this.
You know what's funny is that Glenn always corrects me whenever I do an interview because, well, first of all, it's my label and my recollection, but it did not do well right at first. They had a bad reputation, let us say, with the gang members that liked them. It wasn't them. It was like the people that liked them.
Yeah.
Caused a lot of problems at the shows. So anyway, I would say the record didn't start selling for 6 months or a year. Glenn says it was a hit out of the box. Okay, maybe I wasn't there. But anyway, then it just took off. They started playing it on K-Rock, the big rock station in LA. They started playing institutionalized, like late at night. And
Yeah.
and suddenly it just took. And then MTV was young and they just needed stuff to fill the airwaves. They would even play indie records. So Glenn made a really brilliant video. It was a couple years down the line. Made a really brilliant video with a guy named Bill Fishman, featuring skaters, and everybody was just like, Thrasher was going on. Everybody's just totally captivated by the whole everything about it. So, and then once MTV started playing it, it was pretty ridiculous. And again, we're not talking about a gold record, but it, was like you had to have that record.
Now, the next record they did was on another label, right?
Yes, I just signed them for a one-off, and that's what happens. Like nobody's like, "Oh, you guys made us popular, so we'll stick around." It's always like, "We're gonna go to the top," and gosh bless them, So, and they didn't really have the band that was on my record. It was like Mike and other people. I think maybe Louis was on the second release.
Louis was on the second one, and then certainly they really veered and really made those crossover records with the metal influence, and they got signed to Epic, and they did that whole march, which for them they really
it totally works for them. They still have a huge following. It wasn't really my bag, like the metal-y sound. They were just starting to touch on that a little bit on my record, but so that record, everybody knows it. When you're in the lift and the driver's like, "What do you do?" And you're like, "Well, I would have ever heard of anything?" And I'll be like, "I don't know if you ever heard Institutionalized." Even like young guys, that aren't old codgers know that song for whatever reason.
Looking at the discography, like you said, you sort of hit it out of the park with a lot of this early hardcore stuff. Did you make a conscious decision to we kind of did that. Let's go into other horizons with the label.
Yeah. I just felt like it was played out. Like, I just felt like the best of the best had come out, and everything was pretty derivative after that. So I started getting into the pop scene because, I have all kinds of taste in music. I don't just like punk rock. So I started working with a couple of Paisley Undergrounds, a band called the 3 O'Clock, and a band called the Long Riders. Then I worked with,
I see Thin White Rope, right?
Yes, they're a great band. They're my legacy band, as I like to call it, because they're just one of a kind. People discover them every day. It's so great. I put out, I don't even know, 5 or 6 or 7 records by them, but I remastered 5. And some people, I'll wake up and somebody bought all 5 of them, and I'll be like, "That's super cool," because those didn't sell well at the time, but thanks to the internet and as people slowly discovering this stuff.
And I'm familiar with the Long Riders. I mean, they're an interesting band. I always kind of like them. Can you tell?
It was like derivative of the Birds, but it's like kind of modernized. But both bands like to wear the Paisley shirts, and they had that whole scene. So it's just like a little something different.
Is that right? Harker, the 3 O'Clock grew into Jellyfish. Is that right?
No, but they shared a member in Jason Faulkner, but he was just a hired gun for a while. They're still good friends. Yeah.
Okay. How about, and we'll field some questions while we're at it. How about Christopher?
Oh boy, questions.
Why did Lisa change the Red Cross Born Innocent cover?
I didn't want to. I bought the record from Smoke 7, Felix, good old Felix, and he didn't have the artwork whatsoever. It was just lost in the sands of time. So I don't know why. Honestly, I don't know why I just didn't make a copy of it or a photograph or whatever and just reissue it as is. So I had someone do a new cover for it, and the band hated it. They hated it. So it took me a while to finally, get a good enough artist with, a big flatbed scanner. So now the CD and the album look like the Smoke 7 one. And of course, we got the Pettibone labels on there that are totally offensive.
Yep.
So, but the band Red Cross, if everybody didn't know, the organization, the Blood people, said they couldn't use that spelling. So that's why it's Red, Kross.
Didn't you do a Damned reissue fairly recently?
I did.
Tell us about that. I'm a big Damned fan.
Oh, me too. I just found. I used to, back in the day when the Damned came to town, you could just go stalk them. Like me and my boyfriend, Tropicana, and they'd be laying by the pool. These white dudes, just like beyond, like blindingly white skin by the pool. So we just go up to them and be like, "You guys are cool. I dig your records." And we just struck up a friendship with them. We drive them all over town. So I just found a letter Captain Sensible wrote me. But he would see my record collection and just grab stuff he wanted. And I'd be like, "You can't have my stuff." And he'd be like, "I want this Lollipop Shop record." So I just give it to him. But anyway, that was so anyway, long story short, cut to the end of that. I put out Damned, Damned, Music for Pleasure, and then they just gave me like a live record that didn't. So I just put on cassette only. So those were in print for a while, but then that label got sold to Sanctuary or something. So that was the end of that. But I loved having Damn 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 Prince, one of my favorite records. I mean, all their records are, you know, Smash It Up is my favorite single, not on Stiff, but you know. I just saw a thing that
Attico says
Lisa, there, and I was going to answer it, and I went away. Yes, go ahead.
Lisa influenced me to put out a record that is a cool representation of our scene, along with Spot and my pal Fred to put out a record. ST on Frontier, so great.
Awesome. Okay. That's great to hear. I'd love to hear that.
You know what? We would be ill-advised to not, especially since I did my homework and I was listening to this this morning.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, wow. This was pretty groundbreaking record, man. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, right before, it was funny, right before you, I was doing an interview with Decibel magazine. I don't always do back-to-back interviews, but, you know, it's the 40th anniversary of Only Theater of Pain. We just put out this box set with Cult Epics. So I did that record, honestly, you know, I like Roz's lyrics and stuff, but mostly I did it because of Rikk.
Yeah.
Because his arrangements of the songs were so incredible. He had amazing ideas because he took it from a pretty good band into like insane, and they were so offensive and like poorly received that it was amazing. I always loved this record, but they made club owners mad. They just had a whole lore going on about them. Well, it wasn't. It was like a couple months before the record came out. They played the Whiskey. They had stolen like a zillion flowers from graves, just zillions, like giant, you know, those things that you put on an easel, like giant things.
Sure.
And so Roz's boyfriend, Ron Athey, nailed him to a cross. He didn't really kind of tied his hands onto a cross. And Mario the Whiskey was mad at me for years after that. Like, he was so pissed because I didn't know what they were going to do. Like, they weren't telling me. I was like, I didn't know they were going to rob flowers from graves. I didn't, you know. So I'm standing in the audience going, what the hell? And there's like blood, and, you know, he's just wearing a little loinclothy thing. Ed lost most of his pictures. They're lost to history. Hopefully he'll find him in his house somewhere.
Yeah, but here's an early shot.
There's Rikk in his Christian Death garb. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's at Vinyl Fetish. They did an in-store.
Oh, wow.
I could be wrong, but I think it's that's the way we used to pin stuff up on the wall behind, or some record store anyway. But I think that's Vinyl Fetish.
Yeah, and pissing off Mario it was never a good idea.
That was a terrible idea because he was let me in free like way before I could even, you know, like drink legally or anything. And he was just, I was like, I didn't know. But anyway,
he's a guy you want on your. He was a guy you wanted on your team. You know, like
he didn't ban any of my other bands, but yeah, he was pissed. You know, he's a good Catholic boy. He was pissed.
Yep.
But it's a great record, and it's like, it's really, you know, it's really incredible that 40 years later, people consider it like, you know, one of the greatest goth albums of all time. Because I'll take that over Bauhaus any day of the week.
It has that.
It has Next London, amazing record. Yeah.
Yeah. My girlfriend loves this record. You know.
Yes.
You know. She's a big fan of this and of Rick's.
I know what I should say. If you live in LA, we're having a big event on Saturday, which is March 26th, and I'll be slinging some box sets. We'll have anything I can dig.
Where is it? Where?
It's at a place called Bricks, and it's in Maywood, which I don't really know where Maywood is. Mm-hmm. Apparently, it's not too far from downtown LA. So I'm thinking it's like, I don't know, City of Commerce. I don't know. But it's a place called Bricks. Rikk is playing with Jatan. They're doing kind of a tribute to Christian Death more than a Christian Death show. There's a Q&A, me and Ed and Rikk and Jatan, and Ravens Moreland's playing. It's like a goth spectacular.
There you go.
Boom. Yeah. There she is.
Yep. There you go.
The coolest.
Yeah. All right. What's happening with the label these days? Where's it heading? Where would you like to see it go?
I would like to have more money, please, but yeah, I'm hanging in there. We kept it small. COVID was terrible in many ways. My pressing plant closed right before COVID started. So I was already switching everything over. Then vinyl became impossible to get. So the good news is we're selling records. The bad news is it takes you like 6-8 months to get your reorders. But I'm actually releasing 2 new releases in May.
Tell us about it.
Flash Hits. They're a local band, kind of psychedelic, shoegazy, like harder edged. And a band called the Flatworms, who are normally on Drag City, and they're super great 3-piece. But Tim is in the OC, so he's always on tour. So it's sort of like his hometown band when he's around. So those are coming out in May. And then the Christian Death box set, which if I was a good promoter, I would hold up for you. But you can go to our Bandcamp page. But it's a box set, comes with a hardcover book of Ed Culver photos.
That's right.
And the album is a double version of Only Theater of Pain. So we put some demos on there.
Wow.
I recorded 2 songs. They were going to do a second record for me, and it just never happened. So those are on there.
So those songs have been sort of languishing ever since.
Well, yes and no. They're on a label that starts with C that I won't.
Yep.
I won't say the name of out loud, but
yep.
Full bootleg because they're mine. They're my tracks. I paid for them. They're mine.
Right.
But I didn't put them out. We just had a shitty cassette forever, and then my guy, they get so good at cleaning up things that you can't even tell that it's not, a master tape. So.
Yeah, that's been happening a lot. And yeah, Lenny from Crazy Eddie says, yeah, right now pressing plants is about 6 to 8 months.
Yeah. If it's a new release, like starting from scratch, you're talking a year probably. So.
Jeez. Same thing with.
I will say, I know how mad you guys are that records are $30. A brand new, I just got invoices for a bunch of stuff. A brand new record with no shipping is $6. So feel the pain along with me. And there's no colors. They used to have, my plant is called Furnace. They used to have, 20 colors, and they do the mix, spin art.
Sure.
You can't have people close enough together to do that stuff, the crazy stuff. So you have to go to Europe to do that. And they have you want red or you want yellow, there's no colors. So it's bad.
Yeah. Printing houses, printing a book right now is the same thing. I have a book out that keeps selling out. And every time I reorder it went from, I ordered it. It was 6 weeks. Then it was 3 months, and now I got to wait 5-6 months to get my friggin' book.
There's a paper shortage, vinyl shortage, everything that there can be a shortage of. Yep. So it's pretty great.
Yeah.
My business would be based on petroleum. It's perfect timing.
There you go. Yeah. Hey, I want to thank you for coming on short notice.
Anytime.
An absolute pleasure to freestyle and speak to you.
Absolutely. Nice to meet you.
Do you want to thank anybody or shout anybody out?
I would like to thank Rikk Agnew for being a genius, and I will see him Saturday. Thanks for Craig setting this up, and have me back on anytime. I'm not doing anything.
Thank you, Lisa. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Come on now. Down but not out. It's the New York Hardcore Chronicles Live. Damn, this turned out to be a fun show. We are sponsored by New York Hardcore Comics, The Organic Grill, the Texas Silver Rush, DTFM Vinyl Distro, Chacho's Tacos, Generation Records, 126 Hardcore Clothing, and Chain Reaction Records and Skateboards, located in Lakewood, Colorado, is the Rocky Mountain headquarters for all things punk, hardcore, and metal. Established in 2014, they have the largest selection of CDs, shirts, stickers, patches, and accessories between Chicago and Los Angeles. From the pit to the ditch, they got your back. Get in touch with them at www.chainreactionrecords.com. Last but not least, come on, Devin. This is DTFM Vinyl Distro. It's a record store that specializes in underground music, punk, ska, hardcore, metal, and more. Located in the heart of Fargo, North Dakota's industrial district. Shop in person or online at www.dtfmvinyldistro.com, where the motto is death to false metal. Death to false metal. That said, yeah, this should be a regular thing. Yeah. Life hand, honestly, I don't sweat it. I didn't sweat it one bit. Hey, just a reminder for you patrons out there, I'm going to put this on the Patreon page, But if anybody wants a incendiary device shirt, it's free to patrons. Just send me the shipping, you know. New York Walker. Mike Wilder, you're a funny guy, huh? What's your story, Mike Wilder? You want to come on the show and talk? Or you just want to talk out the side of your neck in the chat room, bro? That said, yeah. I'm gonna bring some up to the show, Lori, for the gang. I mean, I got Smalls. I made Small. You know, we made Smalls. You know, that said, hey, I want to tell you about the next 4 shows. So there you go. Let's talk about this. We already discussed Life of Agony's coming on. The director of their documentary, Sound the Scars, Leigh Brooks, will be on with Joey Z and Alan Robert. Come on now. We also already discussed that Pete and May Linger coming on. This is going to be a fun show. The rescheduled on Sunday, May 29th, it is the Castle Heights 20-year reunion. Come get some. Kevin Castle Scandato and special guests. And here is a show. You know what? Let me do this one right. Let me do this one right. This is a show that's near and dear to my heart. We just announced it on social media. This guy is in my new film. He is an incredible. I want to tell you something about this guy. Interviewing, I got to know this guy in making my film, and he's an incredible person. And walking away from him, I got the feeling of what it must have been like to be in a room or in the presence of Bob Marley, that kind of a person. So I'm excited that he's coming on the show. He's big in my new film. I'm talking about, this is Laser Lloyd, and this is a Side Trips episode on Wednesday, June 1st. This is a very interesting character. So I know you guys are going to come along for the ride on this one. This is a heavy-duty guy, and he's great. I mean it. He's really great. So Laser Lloyd's coming on the show. He is in my new film. And by the way, my new film will be screening at the Nighthawk Cinema in Brooklyn. Tickets are going on sale. I'm waiting for the link. Everybody's invited, and everybody will be expected to be there. Or my feelings, you know, will be heard. Hey, Mano, greetings from Holland. I hope things are well in Holland. No, I don't have 3X. I did make 3XLs. I made 2XLs. I will make 3XLs on the next one. Okay, we'll do that. I fell short. The screening date of my new film is in Brooklyn is Monday, May 20th. Monday, May 23rd, The Jews and the Blues is screening at the Nighthawk Cinema. I will be down in D.C. screening the film at the J by J Film Festival on Tuesday, May 17th. And then I am traveling to Germany and then the Middle East to screen the film. So my new film's coming out, and I hope to see you at one of the screenings. I'm excited about getting out there. And hey, I want to shout out, I got a new patron, Mike Title. Mike Title, welcome. New patron, Mike Title. I also want to shout out Dave Martin, Brenda Cato, Dan Lorenio, and Frank. If you're wondering how to, you know what? Hold on. You know what? Let me put this up. And let me rail on this dude for a second. Mike Wilder, you're gonna come. You're gonna be a patron. Come on, join up, join us, Mike Wilder. Okay. You know what? I hope you can come to the screening in Brooklyn. it's all hands on deck. You know, I was thinking about this, that I've made a handful of films in my life. This is the fourth one, really the sixth. Let's say it's the fourth. This happens every couple of years. So for me, I'm doing a screening. Like, I don't give a fuck about your kid, about your job, about your about the roof leaking. I don't give a fuck about any of that stuff. I expect you to be at the screening of my film. This only happens once in a blue moon. You know, bring your booger-eating kid for all I care. Drag your elderly mother. Bring your boss. Just be at my show, or be at the screening of my film. You better not come. If you don't come, and my feelings are hurt, you don't want none of that. That said, wow. Listen, hey, you coming to my screening?
I sure am. I definitely will. After that threat.
Don't hurt my feelings, bro.
Didn't know you had any feelings.
I've no feelings for anybody else.
Good show today. Good way to recover.
We saw it coming. I saw it coming.
Don't shit talk Adolescents.
I'm not. I didn't shit talk Adolescents. I didn't.
You kind of can't get mad.
Well, I got a little mad because dude didn't even respond. Dude just left us high. And that's not cool, man.
Flaking like a dandruff over there.
Flaking like dandruff. And you know what? Dude, I put that. He plays in the Radolescents.
Can I tell you, Rikk Agnew, right? All my life, you know who I get him confused with? I think it's
his two brothers that were in the band. One of those?
No, because of the name, I don't register it. And I always see that name, and I think it's the singer, bass player of Triumph, who is Rikk Emmett, right?
Rikk Emmett? Isn't
that it?
I'm kind of I think so. I'm kind of impressed that you even know who the Triumph
man, Triumph, Canadian, right?
Yeah.
Canadian rock band.
Yep. That said,
weren't they laying it on the line?
I don't know if that was them.
Lay it on the line.
Laying it on the line. I think so. Could be.
I know.
All right.
Do something else and go back to that. Yeah.
Is that Stella?
Yeah, they just came in. Luke was in a little play today at school and stuff.
Yeah. Mark Tulch, who's a knucklehead, says,
"Yeah, bro,
that's
what's
he
up,
would
Mark?"
Know. Yep.
Yeah, it was this was a fun little ride. Like a couple of the people were saying, once in a while, maybe do an all-in show. Check in,
Listen,
everybody.
I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it today, and I get a little, to be honest with you, like the format, and like when a guy comes on like that, he didn't come on anyway. But when I don't connect with him beforehand, and it's like, Yes, Nikki, I will have incendiary device shirts in Brockton, and I will be giving them out to my friends. So there you go. All right, cool. I guess I'll talk to you soon. You want to shout anybody out? What am I?
Shout outs.
Yo, fuck a shout out. Right?
I'll see you when I see you.
Hey, I'll see you later, bro.
All right, guys. Peace out.
All right, bye. What's the problem?
What's going on?
No
problem. This has been awesome. I love the surprise people's episode.
That was awesome. That was great.
I mean, how awesome is that? We got.
What does this mean, Astoria Lou? Spiro Agnew, 39th vice president during Nixon's term. What does that mean? Oh. Are you on the LIRR?
Yeah, I'm just leaving Jamaica.
Didn't someone get assassinated on that train recently?
In Ronkonkoma, there was a guy that was murdered. Yeah, he was shot in the back of the head. That was like at 2:00 in the morning on a Wednesday.
Nothing good happens
about a month ago.
Nothing good happens on the LIRR at 2:00 in the morning on a Wednesday.
No. Yeah, no,
I get it.
unfortunately,
Story Lou,
terrible thing.
same last name as Agnew. Okay, right, got it. Spiro Agnew, Rikk Agnew. Yep. Okay. Yep, got it. Makes sense. Are you going up to the show this weekend?
To Brockton?
Yeah.
If I could find a ride.
Yeah.
I can't do that distance on my own there.
Listen, I give you a ride.
I'd like to. I mean, it's a great
I
bill.
offer you a ride, but I'm going up with my girlfriend, you know?
No, I know you. I know. Listen, you're going to make a romantic weekend of it, and I don't want to be the third wheel.
Well, we like to do things in the car, you know?
I listen, you know. I mean, you go up to Inspiration Point, like on Happy Days, you know?
Is that what it was called on Happy Days? Inspiration Point?
Remember that was like where they would all park their cars so they'll make out,
Inspiration Point. That's funny. That makes sense.
Oh, man.
Cool. All right. Anything else?
No, it was just as great. You know what?
Hey, wait, you know
it was
what?
so much
you know
fun.
What? Go ahead.
I was in the chat room the whole time, just like, I loved it. I'm like, the people are on screen. I'm in the chat room. We turned the whole thing around. It was great.
I don't even sweat it anymore, man. You know?
You know what? And Hoya, come on.
He's the friggin' best.
You and Hoya together are hysterical, so.
Yep. Here is another shot of yours from another photo of the day. Here's another great shot. You're doing some good portraits these days. There's Sean on the left, who's
you know what? We got so many subjects. Yeah, look at that. That's a nice crew right there.
Yep. Let me try to find one of
yeah, that was, you know what? We
Yeah,
do fun things.
We do fun things.
So getting ready
here's
for
a good one. Speaking of Flora, who's coming on the show, here's a nice shot you took of Flora and Steve Gallo, formerly of Agnostic Front.
Oh,
and
yeah, there they
currently of Fire is Murder, right?
That's Flora is Murder.
She's coming on soon. All right, brother.
Yeah, I'm psyched. I'm psyched to see them. And thank you,
by the way. Hey, one more. Hey, wait, one more. For people that want to put a face to the artwork, right? Boom. There he is.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, you know what? Every show he comes up with something, you know?
Yeah, he does good work.
But
Masata.
One of these days we'll have to do an exhibition of all the hardcore show posters.
Absolutely. All right, man. Talk to you soon.
I'll see you a couple days.
I'll see you when I see you. Take care. There you go. The Hardcore Shutterbug. That said, a couple of things before we go. Hey, Drew, you should invite Mark Barney Greenway from Napalm Death. Hey, you know, I should. You know, it's good to have people on that have watched the show. I don't know if Barney, I have no connection to Barney, but sure, I'd love to have him on. You know, listen, I want to tell you something. I'm working on the 200 show, and it's going to be a banger. All right. So if it works out the way that we're hoping, it's going to knock your socks off. You know, it's going to be really, really great. So anybody else? Awesome show. Thanks to all that showed up. It was great. You know? Yeah, Rikk didn't show. Well, you know, Rikk didn't show up, but we had a great show. Next time invite Casey. Yeah. Yes, Riggs Ross is this Sunday. So we'll see everybody. 200 Jello. Close. We'll see. 200 show will be a seance to resurrect Johnny Thunders. Johnny Thunders died young, you know? It felt like he was around forever, but how old was Johnny Thunders when he died? Take a guess. Let me look this up. I think Johnny Thunders, hold on. Johnny Thunders wasn't even 40, right? Johnny Thunders was 38 years old when he died, right? He's 38 years old, Johnny Thunders, you know? No, Rev. He close. He was 38 when he passed away. Reverend Hank Pierce representing Boston hardcore. Yeah. There is the show in Ardsley on Saturday. That's right. So I saw Johnny Thunders play a bunch of times. I saw a Heartbreakers reunion that was fantastic. They were great. I saw him a bunch of times. He was out of it. But I saw this one Heartbreakers reunion at a place called the Marquee here in Manhattan, and they were fucking great. Yeah, I mean, it was really incredible. Johnny Thunders died April 23rd, 1991. Yeah. Can't put your arms around a memory, right? I use that line once in a while. Can't put your arms around a memory. Or as Steven Tyler would say, thanks for the memories. Good Steven Tyler line, you know. What else? Yeah. It was good. Good show. All right. Let's go get something to eat, kids. Thank you, everybody. You know, I think I'm going to even I was thinking like that I would delete this show, you know, being that our guest didn't show up, but Lisa was a great guest. And it was really awesome. So let me clear the deck here. And thank you all once again. Yeah, I'm going to keep it, Lenny. I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to delete it. We'll keep it up. Keep it up and we'll keep moving. Yep. Put it up because I missed most of it. Sure. I have faith in the system. I have faith in the process at this point that something like today could happen. The guest kind of, you know, for whatever his reason, flaked, and we went on to have a great show. Just wing it with you. I love that. Just put the link in the chat room, and people come on, and we do this thing, and we talk about, you know, we talk in the universal language. The link that binds us all together. That's music. So thanks a lot, everybody. Until then, till Sunday with Riggs Ross, who I guarantee will be here. Right. Until then, do good things, and good things will come to you.